the shattered remains of Outpost. Vega 9 drifted silently across the edge of a blood-red nebula. Fires burned in the vacuum, their flames flickering like dying memories of a war that had gone too far. Captain Lena Hart moved through the wreckage, her thruster pack spitting short bursts of blue light as she searched for survivors. Her helmet display flickered between static and faint life sign readings, none of them human. Oxygen low, comms dead, and the echo of destruction all around her. She'd seen too many battlefields. But this one felt different. Colder, emptier, final. Then, a weak signal cut through the static. A heartbeat, faint but steady. Non-human frequency. Lena froze. All alien troops had been declared lost during the assault. And yet, the signal came from beneath the remains of a collapsed med lab. She pushed through floating debris, gripping her plasma rifle. Every sound in her helmet felt amplified. The hiss of her own breath. The distant crackle of burning circuits. When she found the source, she stopped. Half buried under twisted metal was an alien warrior, tall and elegant even in ruin. His luminous silver-blue skin dimmed, his breathing shallow. Commander Sale Varen. She'd seen him once in a joint briefing, distant and unreadable like all his kind. Now he was broken, helpless, and alone. She dropped to one knee beside him, running a scan. Spinal lattice fractured. Nerve system failing. Stabilization required. The alien's eyes flickered open, glowing faintly with inner light. Human, he rasped, voice melodic but weak. Leave me. The field is lost. Sorry, Commander, Lena said, adjusting her exosuit's strength modules. I don't take orders from dying men. His expression tightened. You risk contamination. Why? Because it's what I do, she muttered. I save people, even when I shouldn't. With a grunt, she lifted the debris, muscles straining under the weight. Sparks cascaded around them like falling stars. Sale winced as she pulled him free, his body trembling. My legs! Don't worry, she said. I'll be your legs for now. Humans, he whispered. Always reckless. Always right, she shot back with a grin. She slung his arm over her shoulder and moved carefully through the wreckage, stepping over shattered consoles and frozen corpses. The silence of space pressed in from all sides, broken only by the hum of her failing suit. Your systems, he murmured, eyes flicking to the flickering lights on her chest plate. You're dying. Guess that makes two of us, she said, forcing a smile. Suddenly, her motion sensor screamed. Hostile signatures inbound. Automated alien drones, corrupted by enemy code, descended like vultures, red optics glowing in the darkness. Hold on! She set sail against a wall and raised her rifle. Plasma bolts tore through the air, lighting the corridor in bursts of blue fire. 2 drones fell, but a third fired back, searing the wall beside them. Then Sale raised one trembling hand. Energy rippled. From his palm, a shockwave of silver light that shredded the last drone in a blink. When the smoke cleared, Lena stared. Remind me never to play cards with you, she said. Sale's breathing was shallow. That was the last of my strength. Then we find somewhere safe. Come on! They descended through a vertical shaft, their lights cutting through drifting dust. Strange alien symbols glowed faintly on the walls, untouched for centuries. These markings, Lena said, tracing one with her gloved hand. Old tech? Older than our alliance, Sale replied softly. A place of communion. Sounds religious. Sacred, he corrected. Not meant for outsiders. Good. Thing I'm not big on rules. Her scanner beeped, a chamber ahead. She pried open the sealed doors, revealing a glowing pod at its center. It pulsed with pale light, alive and ancient. This could heal you. Sale's tendrils flared weakly. It could also bind us. Forever. Forever's a long time, she said, lowering him toward the pod. But dying's permanent. I'll take my chances. The pod reacted instantly, threads of light wrapping around both of them. Sale's eyes widened in alarm. You don't understand. The communion merges essence and mind. Then I hope you like roommates, Lena said, just as the light consumed them. There was no pain, only sensation, vast, endless. She was falling through stars, hearing voices that weren't hers. She saw Sile's memories, oceans beneath twin suns, crystalline cities that sang, Generations of warriors bred for peace but born to fight. And he saw her childhood on Earth, her first command, her stubborn refusal to give up on anyone. Their consciousness intertwined, flowing together like rivers meeting at last. Then silence. When the pod opened, Lena stumbled out, her armor faintly glowing. She looked down. Lines of pale light ran beneath her skin. "Well," she said breathlessly. "That's new." Sile stood beside her, no longer wounded. His eyes now glimmered with streaks of human brown amid the silver. "You are changed," he said. "We both are." She touched her chest. "Feels like I can hear you in my head. Because our thoughts are joined. Your emotions echo through me." "That's awkward," she said. "Try not to judge what you hear." His lips curved slightly, an alien approximation of a smile. Then both of them froze. Through their new connection, they sensed it. Movement. Fast and hostile, closing in. "Drones," Sale whispered. "Dozens!" Lena raised her rifle, feeling his instincts merge with hers. "Then let's show them what teamwork really means." They moved as one, firing and striking with impossible coordination. Every time she aimed, he knew where her shot would go. Every time he attacked, she adjusted to protect his flank. It was like dancing, guided by thought instead of sight. Enemies fell in bursts of light. The battle ended as quickly as it began, silence returning like a sigh. Lena leaned against the wall, panting. "You feel that?" "The synchronization," Sale said quietly. "Our bond is complete. Guess that means we're stuck with each other." "It means," he said, stepping closer, "we are more than either of our species alone." For the first time, she met his gaze and didn't see an alien, just another soldier who refused to give up. "So what now?" she asked. "Now," he said, "we survive. Together." Her visor pinged again, reinforcements inbound. "Looks like the universe isn't done with us yet." He extended a hand, glowing faintly with shared energy. "Then let us show them what unity truly means." Lena grinned, taking his hand as the nebula's light flared through the shattered hull. "Let's give them something worth remembering." And with that, the human soldier and the alien commander stepped forward. Through fire and darkness, their joined spirits burning brighter than the war that had made them. The nebula burned behind them as the wreckage of Outpost. Vega 9 drifted into the void. Lena and Sale moved through the fractured corridors in silence, their footsteps echoing in perfect rhythm. The communion had changed everything. She could feel his heartbeat in her own chest, could sense every flicker of thought behind his calm expression. It was strange, intimate, and terrifying all at once. The commoner helmet crackled. "A weak Earth transmission. Captain Hart, report. Outpost Vega 9 is lost. Do you copy?" She hesitated, glancing at Sale. His golden-silver eyes studied her. "If you answer, they will come for us both," he said softly. "They will not understand what we are." "They don't have to," Lena replied, pressing the transmitter. "Command, this is Hart. I've secured an asset. Repeat, one critical survivor. Need immediate extraction." Static filled the channel, then silence. "No response," she whispered. Sale tilted his head. "Perhaps the war has ended above, and we are the ones left below." "Not yet," she said. "Not until we know who started this together." They crossed the ruined docking bay, debris floating in lazy arcs. Lena's new bioluminescent veins shimmered faintly in the dark. The light synchronized with Sale's pulse. It wasn't just a bond, it was evolution. "Your people built this place," she said quietly. "What was it for?" "Research. Communion experiments. A dream of unity between species." His voice darkened. "It was abandoned when the High Council decided humans were too volatile." "Guess they weren't wrong," Lena muttered. A distant tremor shook the bay. The floor vibrated. Out of the shadows crawled something massive, a fusion of machine and flesh, glowing with the same symbols that had surrounded the communion pod. "What the hell is that?" Lena breathed. Sale's expression hardened. "It is an overseer, a relic of our first war. It guards the secrets of communion." The creature turned toward them, mechanical limbs whirring, its voice a guttural distortion. "Unauthorized bond detected. Termination protocol initiated." "We just can't catch a break, can we?" Lena said, raising. her rifle. The Overseer's energy beam sliced through the air. She dove aside, firing bursts that barely scorched its armor. Sale moved beside her, his palms glowing. Together they struck, Lena's plasma and Sale's psionic force merging into one spiraling blast of blue and gold. The explosion rocked the chamber, sending fragments of metal spinning like shrapnel. The Overseer shrieked, one limb torn away, but it wasn't done. It lunged, slamming Sale across the bay. Pain surged through Lena, not hers, his. She screamed and staggered, clutching her chest. Their bond carried not just thought, but agony. "You feel it?" He gasped through the link. "Every nerve," she gritted. "Don't you dare die on me now!" She sprinted, leaping onto the creature's back, planting a detonation charge. "Cover me!" Sale rose, energy swirling around him like a storm. His voice echoed in her mind. "Now!" She jumped clear as the explosion tore through the beast's core. The Overseer convulsed, its glow dimming, then went still. Silence returned, broken only by the crackle of burning circuits. Lena rolled onto her back, laughing breathlessly. "We make a pretty good team." Sale stood over her, offering a hand. "We are more than that," he said. "We are proof." "Proof of what?" "That unity is not a dream. It is evolution's next step." He helped her up. "Your people and mine fear what they do not understand. But if they see us, they'll either worship us or shoot us," she said. "Probably both." The floor beneath them rumbled again, deeper this time. A shockwave tore through the bay as a cruiser broke atmosphere above. "Human markings, Earth command." "Extractions here," Lena said, squinting through the cracked viewport. Dropships descended in formation. "Your people," Sale murmured. "They will not welcome me." "They'll have to," she said. "I called them." "Then you must let me go," he said softly. "If they take me, they will dissect the communion, weaponize it. You know this." She hesitated. The thought of losing him twisted in her gut. Their minds pulsed together, heartbeat to heartbeat. "There's another way," she said. "We make them listen." She opened her comm. "Command, prepare for docking." "You're bringing 2 survivors aboard, Captain. Lena Hart and Commander Sale Varen, of the Alien Order." The silence that followed was long and heavy. Then, "Hart, say again." "Did you say alien?" "That's right. He's with me, and you're going to want to hear what he has to say." The bay doors opened as a dropship hovered into position. Marines stepped out, weapons raised. Lena and Sael walked forward slowly, hands visible. The soldiers' helmets turned, confused by the sight of the glowing pair. "Stand down!" Lena shouted. "He's not the enemy." The squad leader barked back. "Ma'am, step away from the alien." "Not happening," she said. Sale's voice slipped into their minds through the link, calm and resonant. "We seek peace, not conquest. The war you fight was born from lies." The Marines froze, hearing his words without sound. "They can hear you," Lena whispered. "Through me." "Then let them feel truth." Images flashed through the soldiers. Thoughts, memories of the war's beginning, the manipulations of both governments, the artificial hatred that had fueled endless bloodshed. The soldiers lowered their weapons, faces pale behind their visors. "What did you just do?" Lena whispered. "Showed them what we are." But above, the command ship's voice cut through the comms. "Hart, stand by for containment. You and the alien are under quarantine order." "Quarantine?" she snapped. "We just saved what's left of your outpost." "Protocol stands," the voice said coldly. "The communion is classified. You are both to be detained." Sale turned to her. "You see? Fear still rules them." "Then we change the rules," she said. She grabbed his hand. "You trust me? With more than my life." She pulled him toward the secondary hangar, alarms blaring. "There's an old shuttle here, alien tech mixed with human drives. We can use it." They sprinted as soldiers shouted orders behind them. Plasma fire sizzled past, but Lena moved faster than she ever had. Their combined reflexes almost supernatural. Together they reached the shuttle. Sale slammed his palm onto the control pad. The ship roared to life, lights pulsing with the same glow that ran beneath their skin. "Lena," he said quietly as they lifted off. "Where will we go?" "Somewhere they can't reach. Somewhere we can build something better." The cruiser above opened fire, but the shuttle darted through the wreckage, slipping into the nebula's embrace. Colors swirled around them like liquid fire. "They will hunt us," Sail said. "Then let them," she replied. "Every story needs someone to chase the light." He smiled faintly. "You sound like an alien poet, and you sound like someone who's starting to believe in hope." He reached across the console, his fingers brushing hers. Through the bond, she felt not words, but warmth, trust, gratitude, something deeper than either language could name. Outside, the nebula expanded before them, infinite and alive. Lena stared into it and whispered, "Maybe this is what the universe wanted all along. Not victory, understanding." Sael nodded. "Two voices in harmony, born from war." "Then let's make sure the galaxy hears us," she said. The ship's engines flared, vanishing into the cosmic haze, leaving behind the ruins of war and the first spark of something greater than either of their species alone.